Now, I know what you're thinking. Where is the...
Come and fly away with me.
Well, you're just gonna have to hold on for a minute. So, I've just had a thought. I've been around in my base. You know, usually when I'm editing a video, I sit around my base and I do some things and whatnot whilst editing. And I had a thought. And it's a scary thought, but it's a thought. So, here's the thing. We built the center area, and then we tore it down. And we have now built up this new center area. Well, we're gonna tear it down again. I know, I'm crazy, okay? But listen, I'm not happy with it. It's a really cool concept that I had in a creative world. Will I use it in a future thing? Maybe, who knows? I think this needs to all come down because this morning I woke up and I had an amazing idea. An amazing idea for the interior of the base. And because this is the place that I probably spend the most time on the entire server, I think we get it done completely in today's episode. However, before we do that, I've been a little bit busy as well. Nothing's really changed over here, but proceed on the mini-map. Whew. We've done some things. Look, I don't know how I feel about this. In fact, actually, when you're flying this way, I think it looks beautiful. The gradient works really, really well, but I'm not entirely too sure. We're gonna have to play around with different levels, height levels, stuff like that. What the hell? You just hit me. Leave me alone. Make it a little fancy, give it like different eye levels so your eyes are drawn to different levels of the area, depending how high or low you are, you know, all that fun stuff. But I'm stuck. You might also notice that. We'll get onto that in a second. I'm stuck right here. I'm very, very stuck. Originally, I thought I'd bring all the terrain down and have it sort of almost swoop into this area. But then I thought, ooh, it could be pretty cool if I, like, wall this little section off, right? Like, bring this stone along here and up against here, and then have this bit swoop down and around. Or I just cut off this entire section with stone, rocky stone, and just bring this bit out. You know, maybe lap it around here a little bit. I don't know. I'm stuck at a crossroads, so there's only one thing to do. You have to visit the amazing shop. The amazing Catscraft Building Specialist shop. I don't know if she would do this kind of thing, but I basically need to pick her brain. Cats is an amazing builder on the server, and I need to pick her brain and see what she think might be best. Because I don't want to have to build this up, tear it down, build it up, tear it down. The terrain is very, very important to me. I have to get it correct. I really have to. So I think picking someone else's brain would probably be the best idea. There we go. Need to pick a brain. Arco. Don't care about pricing. I think that's good enough. I don't really care how much she needs to charge me for, but we need to pick her brain and see how she would do it. Or see what she thinks about it. You never know, she might come up with another really cool idea that I haven't even thought of. So at some point, I hope Kat sees this and maybe we'll meet up and have a little discussion. Now to discuss this area. So the amazing Neri has built an entire train network. So they've been beautifying the area. I think this looks beautiful. I love this sort of inverted roof. So instead of it like overhang, I guess. So instead of it coming out and down, sort of, to the right, it instead swings upwards, which is really cool, which is what I got from the image that I was looking at. It had an overhang that went out and up instead of out and down. But I have also built an entire bridge. This bridge is very big. It took me ages. It took me a very, very long time. Don't worry, these pillars are completely hollow. It took a lot of resource grinding, and then also, I finished off this tunnel design. So, Neri had a tunnel design for this tunnel, and I've sort of taken his design and just copied and pasted it. He didn't have anything for the flooring, so I did something for the flooring, and I've just told him, if you don't like it, rip it out and do something else. You're more than welcome to. I just want the train line to be done, which is something I'm working on as a side project. This area is pretty much done, which seems like a lot, but then you got to remember this is probably not even 1/6. I'd actually say it's probably 1/6 of the entire rail network. I've probably just been rambling on for a while, but you know, that's how it is. Sometimes I do ramble on quite a fair bit, but anyways, I know you've been waiting for it patiently, so cue the intro, I guess?
Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me.
But I'd want to make like a little.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
I came here to check out your base.
Well,
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I
here
like
it
it.
is. You just missed something.
What did I just miss?
So,
Pick up the cups.
Sal was moaning that apparently I was creating the FPS lag. So I've basically torn the entirety of my base down minus like 2 of the buildings so
Right.
far. And I was just saying to Eros, like, I need to get my sniffer over. It's like, oh wait, we can. So he uses my bed and he uses the dimensional carver just to get the sniffer over there.
Mm-hmm.
My bed is on the far left-hand top side,
Oh
and
boy.
somehow all 3 of us spawned on the landing platform that's a level lower, but neither of us could see anything. I ended up on half a heart by fall damage, and then all we heard was the sniffer die. It was just a head on the floor.
Is that why
just
you
walked to the
pinged
portal and
Mike
I
to
just-
ask if you could buy a sniffer?
Yeah.
But yes, I do have a landing pad up here.
I like this a lot.
Thank you.
That is very, very cool.
Yes, I've added Rosie to the wall, and I mean she'll stay there until I do it. But Era said I need to make a graveyard, so I'm gonna do that because
Yeah.
I have Pepe Junior, I have Pepe. I've
You
got
know, it's really
Stinky.
cool. I saw these canvas rugs like ages ago, day dot, and I've been so surprised that no one's actually used them as a rug.
The idea is like that this house was built from like the ground up kind of thing, and there's still
Yeah.
things I need to add like slabs on some of the stilts to make it look like reinforced metal, stuff like that. So that's the whole idea of, you know, it's a house
Mhm.
is a home kind of thing. So oh, believe me, this started off as a castle, and then I was like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm doing this now. I'll fly over to you.
I think I'm very happy with
He
what I've
looked at
done
me
now.
funny and they farted in my general direction.
Very good. That is a perfect.
I hate those flies. They keep flying into my base all the time, and it's so annoying.
Do you know, I didn't notice them like at my old base, but I think it's because it's so open here. Oh god, here we go again. That guy's trying to murk you. He's like, oh no, can't catch me.
Do you ever get tired of this era?
A little bit, but I just think of the payout and I just have to believe in my heart that it's gonna be worth it.
Right.
Like a giant
It's
train
fun.
line
It's
that'll
fun
turn
doing
boats.
this. You wait until they're there, then you just walk right in a circle. They can't get you. I'm gonna sleep.
How many phantoms have you killed in like your statistics?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm genuinely curious. Let me check.
Yeah,
let me check.
I'm very, very intrigued. Statistics, mobs.
Oh, moms didn't see that tab. Oops. Phantoms.
I've done 25.
625.
Oh my lord. Well, it's now pretty damn empty in here. I think we have almost everything we need. So, I'm gonna do a little magic trick. I'm gonna look right down at this grass block. I am going to crouch real quick, and when we uncrouch and turn around, boom, it is done. So I sort of changed my mind. Originally, I was going to go with a different type of leaf for the tree, but I like this idea a lot more. Obviously, it's still nowhere near finished. We need so many nether stars. We need so much more black concrete. We need to get these walls up, and then we need to find an area to put our base, because we are going down further into the depths. But I love this so much. I originally actually had 2 ideas. I wanted to go with this one because I just felt like I would fall in love with it more. I've never, believe it or not, never played with cherry blossom leaves. or just any sort of cherry blossom stuff. Obviously, this is ashen log, but I think it just looks so cool. It looks like a magical tree to me. What these are, I have no clue. I don't know. It looks something magical. It looks something really, really advanced in terms of technology. It's got a lot of work to do. We got so much work to do. I don't know if I just want to use this grass block all the way. I've kind of gone with a different color for each level. I don't know what level I prefer. I really, really like the color of this green, but it is also a bit much. It is a little bit too much. Having it look really, really magical is one of the main things. Obviously, there's so much more to do here. We gotta put decoration down. We gotta put a way to get down to our storage system and all that stuff, because currently it's still there and, well, all out there. But I think this is good progress. I'm glad someone's taken those warped blocks, because I had so many of them when I was farming up just like the wood. Because you get so many from the trees, you get so many,
God,
it's
yeah.
absolutely ridiculous. So it's over here. The reason I want your thoughts is because you're a clever person, a good builder, but I'm also just stuck. Like, I'm literally stuck at a crossroads. Like, there is 3 options, and I don't know, like, all of the options sound good to me, but I don't know which one's better. So it's right here. So obviously there's 3 points, right? You've got, like, point A, okay?
Yeah.
Then we got, like, point B up here, and then point C over here. Now, I don't know if I should either option 1, like, flesh them together, right? So, kind of like, I mean, this is rough. I would smooth it out a lot more. But how this comes down into point A and point C would do the same. It would sort of swoop along more of the water edge, right?
Yeah.
So that's option 1. Option 2 is with point B. I do like a light gradient, like stone wall thing to hold off this terrain.
Yeah.
And then have point C go like swoop down into point A.
Oh yeah, like layers.
Yeah. Or, and you can probably see where it's going, I also block off point C and just have point A as like a lower section. And I guess another option would be having point C blocked off and point B just come down to point A. But I'm not sure which one will look better.
Do you want it to look man-made or natural?
It's gonna be completely natural. So there's a gradient here that I've made right here. So obviously, because it's higher up, it'll be more the cobblestone andesite sort of end of it, because I want it lighter the higher up it is.
You have to think with man-made stuff, there's a lot of sort of what we like to do. Like when you look at nature, it's very whatever it wants to do.
Yep.
So it wants to go wherever it wants, sort of thing. So I think with especially with how you've got jungle, but this is sort of like coastline. If you think how technically how water would lap up to this, even if it, I know you've got the wall here, but it would splash over sort of thing.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
think you should
100%.
do sort of like in between. So you've obviously got, I know this is just rough.
Yeah.
Just sort of like it comes in, it goes out. I would keep that sort of thing, but definitely make it flow. So you still have the nature aspect of it, but you
Right.
also have the more terrained aspect. I mean, I'm presuming you're going to put like foliage and stuff like that on here anyway.
Yeah, this is gonna be very similar to up there, but it's gonna have a different species of trees because it's nearer to a coastline.
Yeah, definitely. You have to sort of, I would definitely get like inspo pics of not necessarily a beach, but like it's where obviously the beach doesn't really exist anymore. You have like nature and then there's water.
Yeah.
I would definitely look at stuff like that, because the one thing I would say, instead of having a stone wall, if you can, when sort of the ocean sort of meets like a stone, a bank or anything like that, it tends to be a lot more gravelier. So instead of it being just a solid drop, it would slightly curve. So I do think if you can, with the very small amount of space, if you do keep this one edge, like this, try and almost like not, I try to like a smoothed out sort of curve sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I get what
So I would
you're on
definitely
about, I think.
definitely fizzle out. Like obviously you can still keep this gradient,
Yeah.
maybe use the tough slash coal to get and sort of
Yeah.
pepper it about so it looks like it's been lapped up, sort of thing. I would
Okay.
definitely do that. But yeah, I think more along the lines of nature, but definitely make it look like it's 'cause water obviously smooths things out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the rocky face, but still, obviously, I know we don't have waves in Minecraft, but
Yeah, waves would probably. It probably wouldn't do it a lot during the year, but over time, obviously, it would do
yeah,
it. And it would erosion.
yeah,
That's the word, right?
yeah, definitely. Because you'll get that with the sort of the textures you do have in the blocks, because you've got some calm
Mhm.
blocks like the stone, then you've got like the cobblestone, the andesite, so it does sort of act as
Yeah.
if it's eroded. So yeah, that would look really cool, to be fair. So I'd either do no stone wall or just like, as you said, maybe point C to B.
Right.
Or maybe A to B just because it's slightly lower.
Yeah.
But I would definitely do either one or nothing. Don't do all because it would just look way too sort
Yeah.
of
Yeah. I get you.
planned out, if you know what I mean.
So I'm thinking what I could do with the erosion idea. So if I have a wall blocking off this point. Oh. I forgot how fast you can buy moss with haste. But if I block off this section here, have it
Yeah.
curved but also come down here, right?
Yeah.
I can fiddle around with different textures to come across like it's eroding. But I've also just had an idea of like adding puddles at the bottom of the wall
Yeah,
to
definitely.
make
Almost
it
like
look.
little rock pools almost.
Yeah, so it looks like that it has been hit by waves and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. That would look really cool because I think with obviously this being flat, this could definitely be like almost like a defense
Yeah,
sort of thing. Like they
100%.
put a wall here to try and stop the
Yeah.
temple and stuff like that. But obviously texture it so it does look like obviously it's been here a little bit, sort of thing.
Oh, the phantoms are out.
Great timing.
I think I've got an idea now.
That's all right.
Thanks.
I'm happy to be a pleasure, but a help. Yeah.
Words.
Oh my gosh, I'm racking my brains over this bloody build, so that's why. For the materials,
Yeah,
I've
thank you
knocked down
for
some of my stuff.
thank you for letting me pick your brain a bit.
It's alright, it's alright. I'm always happy to help. I'm gonna go before I stumble on my words too much more.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
I definitely have a lot more clarity now with exactly what we're gonna do over here. I really like the idea of playing with erosion a bit more. I didn't really think about that, if I'm completely honest, and it makes sense, right? This is a completely rocky sort of cliff face, so it makes sense to play with erosion. Yeah, definitely. I think adding a natural stone wall from over here and have it swoop down maybe to like here or something could be very, very interesting. And then playing with the idea of adding a lot more puddles and just wetland almost. We'll just have like a lot of wetland around here and maybe a few sprinkled around the edges as well. But I really like that. That's a cool idea. So thank you very much to Cats for that, because I was stuck on this for a good half hour or so. But we have duties to fulfill. You can probably hear the music. You should know what time it is. The time has come for you, Arco, to perform the ritual and seal the fate of the Warden Watchers. I have left you artifacts to put on an armor stand. Once this is done, turn the heart of the Wardens to see who else has been chosen.
You try to hide it in the farthest place, but everybody knows there's something in the shadows. Cuts you like an arrow.
Salary, hello. This is a bit of a shock. Welcome.
The warden spoke to me in a dream and just called me to here.
I have been told about a mission. We have to decide whether to not open the portal to the underworld.
So did you get the same message from the warden then?
Maybe. I mean, what message did you get?
I was told by the warden that we have to choose another member.
We have to choose another member?
Yeah,
Ooh.
in these trying times with the current situations that
Yeah.
are going on, which sound pretty drastic.
Oh, yeah, it's very, very dire.
It sounds like we're gonna need a new member.
First things first, do we open this portal or do we not?
Oh, I'm all up for it, yeah.
I'm up for it. I'm just a bit concerned about it, because I don't know what lies ahead when we open this portal up. Let's do it then, let's open it.
Traces from the jugglings of my heart. There's something in the shadow